It's my pleasure to greet you for the 12th Annual McDonald's Portland Area School District When I Grow Up Speech Contest. We're just delighted that all of you could come, and we want to thank all of the teachers and the students, and I know the parents have put in a lot of hard work on this competition, so let's give each other a round of applause. It's with great pleasure that I introduce our judges today. With us we have Andy Pocadillo, former school administrator and a veteran judge, and he's also going to be our timekeeper. Mr. Pocadillo. We have another veteran judge with us, Nancy Jo Trafton, Director of Marketing, Portland Times-Herald. And Mr. Chuck Waniger. He's the publisher and CEO, new to our community. Welcome, Chuck. We're going to move right along today. I know that all of you have had time to review the rules and regulations. There is one that I would draw to your attention to be sure that we follow, and that is that any speech that goes over 3 minutes, regardless of how good it is automatically disqualified. And Mr. Pocadillo, former coach, has had intensive in-service on how to operate that stopwatch, and I guarantee you that he's at 99 and 100% perfect on that. It's also my pleasure on behalf of Mr. William Kimball and the Board of Education to thank you for coming and thank you for your support in this continued event. Mr. Kimball will be here shortly, and we truly appreciate all of his support in helping us carry this on, as well as from McDonald's. And we have with us Connie Jones, who's kind of my sidekick and counterpart in putting this on. And Connie and I just kind of are in a spiritual trance when it comes to this kind of thing. We kind of know what each other's going to do, and so we appreciate her very, very much. We're going to implement a couple new things this year. One is that each participant will receive a green ribbon. And secondly, in order to cut down on the time that the judges were required to use to calculate the scores, as soon as each student has made their presentation, Connie's going to come over, pick up the sheets, and then she's going to go do some of the scoring. And so we think that'll cut down on some of the downtime. Once again, I'd like to remind you that all of these students are champions from their own building and winners each and every one. So let's give them a round of applause as we Would you stand now and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Some of you saw Connie and I scurrying around, and you saw the students drawing numbers from an envelope. That is our impartial way of determining the order in which they will proceed. 1 is first, 12 is last. We have 12 buildings at each grade level this year. And we also then take their name and they give me the number to make sure that we're going in the right order. We also are going to deviate just a tad, and then we're going to go with the 5th grade because we've had a couple 4th graders that have not arrived yet. We want to make sure that they have an opportunity to be here. So with your indulgence and license, we're going to move promptly to the 5th grade so that the judges would secure their score sheets accordingly. We're going to ask the students, and I have a little note up here for them, to please say their name, grade, and school slowly so that the judges will make sure they have the right sheet, and then also so that each of them will be identified properly on Channel 6. Students, are you ready? I see some heads saying yes. All right, let's go for it.
Thank you, Dan. This is Andy Bates, reporting live from Cape Canaveral, where in just a few moments, the first manned expedition to Mars is about to be launched. Hi, my name is Andy Bates, and when I grow up, I want to be a TV news correspondent. I believe this would be an exciting and rewarding career. However, many years of hard work lie ahead. A broadcast journalist needs to be a trustworthy, honest, and reliable person. I am just that sort of person. I would like to be a news correspondent because this job will allow me to travel to the actual location where an event is taking place, as well as meet and work with many exciting and interesting people. Being on the scene when a newsworthy event occurs gives me the opportunity to share this story with many people from around the world. I would truly enjoy watching, writing, and reporting on an event as it happens. My role model is a well-known news correspondent, Diane Sawyer. She was the first woman news correspondent to anchor the TV news program 60 Minutes. Diane Sawyer was not only on 60 Minutes, the CBS Morning News and Primetime Live. She has been a news correspondent for over 20 years, spending time in the field covering stories all over the world. Diane Sawyer was also a press officer in the White House when Richard Nixon was president. She is an honest and highly responsible news journalist, just the type I aspire to be. Starting in high school, it would be advantageous for me to take drama, TV production, journalism, and other related classes. Studying hard and maintaining a high grade point average will make it easier for me to get into college. College is a must for a top-notch news correspondent. Having a well-rounded education and a thirst for learning will allow me to bring the news to my viewers in an objective and informational manner. I want to be an excellent news correspondent, so I will have to go to college for 4 years and earn a bachelor's degree, and 2 more to earn a master's, finishing with a degree in broadcast journalism. There are many colleges and universities that offer excellent programs for a news correspondent. The University of Michigan and Albion College are 2 local schools that fit this description. Some areas I need to focus on are English, journalism, current events, political science, and history. There are colleges in New York, Massachusetts, and Maryland that offer excellent programs as well. Being a news correspondent will be an exciting and rewarding career, but one that will present many challenges. Never knowing where your next story will take place, or who or what will make this an exciting career choice. So remember, in about 15 years, when you are sitting back to watch the evening news, look for me, Abby Bates, reporting the latest in news from around the world.
Amanda Halifax, 5th grade, Spellville Elementary. Hi, my name is Amanda Halifax. When I grow up, I want to be a daycare worker. I want to be a daycare worker because I like to be around kids, do crafts, and best of all, play games with the children. My role model is my mom, Sandy Halifax. She is my role model because she's been babysitting for at least 5 years. My mom has to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. She has to take 3 kids to school around 11:15, and before that, she has to feed them lunch. My mom has to pick up the kids after school is out. I like to help my mom out when I get home from school and after I do my homework. I'm going to try to achieve my goal by finishing Spellville School, then go to Central Middle School. After that, go to Port Huron High School and get my diploma. Finally, go to college to get my license to be a daycare worker. I learned that you need to have a high school diploma. You make up to $7,280 to $20,280 a year. I also learned you need to keep a good eye on the children because if they get hurt, it will be your fault. You should have food in the house for lunch, and of course the children need snacks so they don't starve to death. You should have games, puzzles, and toys that the children can play with so they don't drive you crazy. If you don't have things for the children to do, you better have some headache because you'll get a big headache. The last kid left. Now I'm going to clean up, turn on the TV, and take a long, quiet nap.
Hello and welcome back. The latest updates. Due to threatening weather conditions, Port Huron area school districts will have no school tomorrow. Oh hi! I was just practicing for my future career. My name is Jenna Wiley, and when I grow up, I am going to be a professional voice actor, or in other words, a radio announcer. I will be expected to do many things, such as interviewing important people, informing my listeners of the latest news, introducing and playing all kinds of music, weather forecasts, and answering a variety of telephone calls on the air. My education will be especially important. I'm planning on going to Specs Howard School of Broadcasting in Detroit. There they will teach me all I need to know about broadcasting. I will need schooling for at least 4 years and earn my bachelor's degree in communications. I will need to be good in speech, English, and history for going over world events. I will also need to be very organized to handle many different tasks at the same time, such as pressing different buttons to play commercial ads, playing music, and more, all at once. I've chosen this career as a professional voice actor because I'm an excellent speaker, I love talking, and I'll never run out of things to say. I also think this job will suit me because I enjoy written and oral communication. I know how to speak clearly and project my voice so all my listeners can hear me. This will be important because if I am carrying important information, my listeners will need to be able to understand me. My role model is definitely Ellen Davey. She announces on WNFA Port Huron. I admire her for many reasons. For one, she never sounds dull. She speaks with emotion and sounds as lively as possible. She is an outstanding radio announcer, and I know she works hard to accomplish that. The job of my dreams will take some extra practice, but I'm willing to do anything to be a great radio announcer. That's all for tonight, folks. I'll be here in the morning to answer your telephone calls. This has been Jenna Wiley on WNFA Port Huron.
Miss Finn, you can come back for your checkup now. I bet you can already guess what I want to be when I grow up. If you guessed doctor, you are correct. Hi, I'm Samantha Richards, and I'm in Miss Finn's 5th grade class at Harrison Elementary. As I already told you, I want to be a doctor when I grow up. The reason I chose to be a doctor is because I want to help people if they are sick, injured, or have pain somewhere in their body. My role model is my doctor, Dr. Zamiko, because he has helped me stay away from sicknesses ever since I was 2. Doctors don't only work in hospitals or clinics, they also work in fire departments, police departments, and even schools. A doctor can help a person if they are afraid to get a shot or have surgery. A doctor can be there to put a smile on their face. There are many ways a doctor can get money. The first couple of years a person is working as a doctor, they get $25,000. Then when you've been a doctor for 5 or 6 years, you get $100,000. Then when you've been a doctor for 10 to 15 years, you get $250,000. Okay, Miss Finn, your checkup's over. You can go home now. I hope you enjoy your supper. Thank you for listening to my speech very quietly. Once again, this is Samantha Richards.
Okay, and your name is Joshua? Okay, Joshua, here's your book. Hi, my name is Jacob Lucas, and when I grew up, I'd like to be a writer. What a writer does is he or she writes stories or books. My role model is Nancy Edwards because she has published books, likes to write the same type of books I like to write, children's books, and she lives right here in town. I would like to become a writer because I like to write, it comes easy for me. It's my choice if I go to college because there are no qualifications for becoming a writer. I will go to college for 4 years at Western University and get my bachelor's degree in writing. This will cost about $35,000 with the price of housing, books, and food. Here's the process of getting your story published. First, write 4 to 6 drafts of your story and send in the final copy. And about 6 months to a year later, they will send you a sheet of paper stating if they are or aren't going to use your story. If they are, about another 6 months later, you will get the rough copy of your book with the illustrated pictures, and you can do any last minute changes and send it back. About a month after they get it, they will publish your book. Then, after they publish it, they will send you the final copy. Well, I gotta get back to my book signing. Bye.
Imagine rescuing 2 baby wild bunnies from certain death, feeding them every 3 hours from a medicine dropper, and watching them grow stronger every day until you can let them go free. Well, that's what I did. Hi, my name is Hannah. I love all animals and like to help them whenever I can. That's why when I grow up, I want to be a veterinarian. Veterinarians are animal doctors. They treat animals of all sizes and shapes, from an animal as small as a hamster to an animal as big as an elephant. They can perform surgery and sometimes make emergency house calls. My role model is Dr. Mark from North River Animal Hospital. He took care of my dog Alex when he was very sick, and he also takes care of my other pets. He is a very caring and good doctor. To become a veterinarian, you must go to college for 6 to 7 years. Because there's a limited amount of veterinary schools in the United States, getting into one is hard. In order to achieve my dream of becoming a veterinarian, I must get good grades in school, study biology and animal-related science. Before I go to college, I will try to help in a veterinarian office by feeding the animals and cleaning their cages. I could also work in a pet store. By doing all this, it will help me to get into veterinarian school. Chow for now, or should I say puppy chow. Sources I used were Rounds of the Country Vet by Richard B. McPhee, Veterinary Medicine by Helen L. Gillum, and Career Discovery Encyclopedia, Volume 6. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, blast off! Hi, I'm Josh Wilson, a future astronaut. I want to be an astronaut because I think it would be fun and interesting to explore space and all the planets. It'd be exciting to experience the feeling of floating around gravity-free, eating space food, and especially riding around on a moon rover. It'd be exciting to experience the different positions as a crew member of the space shuttle. My goals are to become a pilot and then a mission commander in charge of the flight. My role model is Neil Armstrong. He made history for being the first person to step on the moon and for saying, "That's one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind." I would like to be part of a team that works together making discoveries that would have a good effect on our lives in the future. One of my goals is to go to space camp, even before I finish high school. I plan on graduating from high school and going to college and taking a lot of science courses. Astronauts are required to know all aspects of space science and technology. Astronauts are also required to be in and remain in excellent physical condition. I plan on keeping a journal, so when I retire from being an astronaut, I can write a book and share my space experiences and discoveries. No matter how hard it may be, I'm ready for the challenge. And I'll do what I have to do until I reach my goal of being an astronaut. In closing, as Buzz Lightyear would say, to infinity and beyond!
Good morning, class. My name is Andrew Jackson, and when I am older, I would like to be a teacher. All my teachers at Roosevelt Elementary School have been a big influence on my decision. When I look at my abilities to read, write in cursive, and understand the democratic process, I'm thankful for the time they spent with me. I admire their patience. There are many teachers in my family. The one I look up to the most is my grandma. She was a teacher for 40 years, and although she's been retired for 15 years, she never gets tired of teaching me. When I read to her, she asks me questions on my vocabulary. She'll quiz me on my multiplication and division tables. Standing in a field, she'll teach me the names of wildflowers and point out constellations in the sky when it is dark. My grandma still receives holiday cards from some of her former students. As a teacher, she made a major difference in their life that they haven't forgotten. I do hope that I can make a difference in someone's life. To achieve my dream career, I'll have to go to college. I'll have to get good grades in high school. To get the bachelor's degree, I'll have to go to college for 4 years. To get a master's degree or to specialize in a certain area, such as special education, speech, or reading, I'll have to go to college for at least another year. Teachers must take classes in science, history, English, art, music, math, and reading. There are many colleges that have special programs just for teachers. In the meantime, there are different ways I can gain experience working with kids to teach them to do things on their own. During high school, I can be a teacher at an elementary school. I could even coach a baseball or basketball team for the Port Huron City Rec program. All this will help me when I am ready to teach. Thank you for listening to my speech. That was your homework for today. Class is now dismissed.
Hi, my name is Sean Holmes, and when I grow up, I want to be a teacher. Why? Because I like playing school, and I like school because of the great things here. In order to become a teacher, I will need to finish high school and get a diploma. While in high school, I will spend time with kids, working with kids and signing up for teachers ed. I can also help out our local community organization called SONS. To become a teacher, you have to go to school for 4 to 5 years. I will then go to college, probably University of Michigan. I know that college is very expensive, so I will have to get good grades in high school so that I will apply for scholarships. My role model is my great teacher, Miss Kathy Salufo. She is a special person to me because of the way she makes me feel. She makes me feel good about myself. Thank you.
Welcome to the New Detroit Science Center. Today we're going to learn about sound waves and vibrations. If a friend asked you if you knew what sound is, you would say, of course. But can you really describe sound? It is hard to do. Hi, my name is Christy Amstutz. I'm in 5th grade at Kewanee Elementary. As you may have guessed, someday I want to work at the New Detroit Science Center, being a Science Center educator and director. As a science educator, I would be responsible for teaching students about all areas of science, math, and technology, which I'm good at. I would have to make science easier to understand and fun. I would also have to be aware of the latest technology, teaching techniques, and science content. Basically, I get to play all day with big, fun toys. Lastly, I would have to be responsible for supervising a staff if I wanted to be the manager like my role model. My role model is my sister, Sherry Faust. Sherry is the education manager of the New Detroit Science Center. I chose Sherry because I've seen her in action and she makes it look fun. And it is. Just by looking at the other kids, you can tell she sparks interest into them. This summer, Sherry is letting me volunteer at the Detroit Science Center. I will get to help demonstrate experiments and explain reasons for the happenings of science. I would like to do this career because I think it's fun. You get to do eye-popping experiments and you get to work with animals such as snakes, geckos, guinea pigs, and other animals. Another reason I would like to do this career is because I think I have the right skills. The skills you would need are good communication skills, flexibility, promptness, management skills, good people skills, good technology skills, and creativity. I think I would be good at this career because I love working with people and animals. Also, I'm very creative and I'm usually on time. The best reasons for getting to volunteer this summer are helping with the experiments, helping people with questions, and working with animals. The bad reasons are you have to get up early, you have to clean up after the animals, and misbehaving visitors. Someday, I want to go to Michigan State University. I will have to go to school for a minimum of 4 years. I will have to study science-related courses, classroom instruction courses, and I will need a bachelor's degree. Someday, my job will be very important to me. So I hope you have felt the vibe and had fun today at the New Detroit Science Center.
Name's Dell, Jeff Dell, and I want to be an operations officer for the CIA. CIA stands for Central Intelligence Agency. If you don't know what an operations officer is or does, it's more or less a spy. He goes around countries bugging Army intelligences and government buildings. This is more of a way of life than a career. It will challenge the deepest resources of my intelligence, self-reliance, and responsibility. It takes the highest degree of integrity and professional skills to produce an agent. In high school, I will try to become advanced in a foreign language. I'll be in sports and extracurricular activities too. I want to go to South Dakota State for my college. I'll major in international economics. I'll have to get a graduate's degree, a foreign travel, foreign language, and a bachelor's degree. I hope to achieve this far before the age of 27 because the age maximum for my career is 35. Around 50 years ago, a man named Hugh Francis Raymond was working in China as a businessman. But that was just a cover story. Really, he was a CIA spy. He was about to leave on the USS Gordon when Chinese police let him away without explanation. He was put in a death cell and lived there for more than 5 years. China would have let him go if he had confessed to espionage, but he stood his ground and did not. That's who I want to be like. I want to be in the CIA so I can provide my country with information to secure the protection against enemy forces. Espionage has been a part of our country since the beginning of it. In the Revolutionary War, George Washington set up a network of spies. Our country's first spy was Nathan Hale, who went undercover as a Dutch schoolmaster and spied on the British lines. He was collecting information until the British captured him and hanged him on September 22nd, 1776. During the Civil War, the Union Army used a detective agency run by Alan Pinkerton to spy on the Confederate Army. In 1861, Pinkerton's uncovered a plot to assassinate President Abraham Lincoln. Pinkerton's agents foiled that particular plot, but not the next. When you enter the CIA, salaries range anywhere from $32,000 to $52,000 a year. But I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the adventure, the pride, and the ability to know that I've helped my country. So this is a future 00 agent signing off.
Fire in the hole. Boom! Hi, my name is Adam Mercer. I'm in Miss Davis's 5th grade class at Woodrow Wilson Elementary School. When I grow up, I want to be in the Army. To be in the Army means being a soldier of the armed forces of this country whose duty is to protect the country from foreign enemies. I was inspired by my Uncle Gene. My Uncle Gene is my role model because he was in the Army an amazing 15 years and became a captain. My Uncle Gene told me that to be in the Army is a great experience of discipline and exercise. He also told me that the Army would pay for most of my college education. I want to be in the Army because at least one person in my family in every generation since 1940 has joined the Army. I also want to serve my country well. To achieve my goal, I am going to keep getting good grades and go to high school. I want to attend St. Clair Community College and join the recruiting group to learn more about the Army. To be in the Army requires a good education and a high grade point average. The Army also has a certain budget. This is called the Fiscal 2001 budget. The Fiscal 2001 budget is a total of $70.8 billion. To be in the Army, you have to be at least 18 years of age. Unless you have any physical problems, then you have to join when you're 20. I've always wanted to be in the Army. To be in the Army means being a soldier of the armed forces of this country whose duty is to protect the country from foreign enemies. I got all my information from the internet and my Uncle Gene. Well, I gotta go because the enemy's coming. Bye.
Well, are we in good hands or what? How about another round of applause? Well, the judges are tallying the scores. We're going to move quickly over here to the 4th graders and get them ready to go. So we'll be with you shortly.
The Empire State Building, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Taj Mahal, Sistine Chapel, the White House, the Mackinac Bridge, and the Detroit Windsor Tunnel. What do all these have in common? They're all famous structures designed by famous architects. Hi, my name is Patrick Kostanecki. Ever since I was little, I've loved to draw and doodle and create all sorts of things with my Legos. That is why when I grow up, I want to become an architect. Architects design buildings and other things such as parks, airports, and bridges. The first time I walked into the Fisher Building in downtown Detroit, I was totally amazed by everything around me. That is why Albert Kahn is my role model. In 1928, Albert Kahn designed the Fisher Building. At that time, it was declared the most beautiful of all commercial buildings in the world. To achieve my goal of becoming an architect, I'll need to do my very best in all my subjects. I will continue to keep up with my drawing and take as many art classes as I can through high school. Math and physics are also very important. Once I graduate from high school, I will attend university for as many as 5 to 6 years. After that, I'll need to work as an apprentice for an architectural firm for about 3 years to learn more about the job. By doing all of these things, it will help me to become a good architect. So remember me. Someday, you'll be reading about a famous building created by Patrick Kostanecki/architect. Sources I used were I Can Be an Architect by Susan Clinton, Career Discovery Encyclopedia Volume 1, and Fisher Building, a Historical Overview by TriZet. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yandra Copria. I'm a 4th grader and I go to Woodrow Wilson. I have some unusual patients with green scaly skin. Some even grow fur. My patients are animals, not humans. I want to be a veterinarian when I grow up. My role model is my cat's veterinarian, Dr. Geiger. He's a really good veterinarian. He went through many years of college, but he still succeeded. I want to be a veterinarian because I love animals and I want them to feel better. I know if they keep healthy, I did a good job. I would like to go to Michigan State University. Nothing will stop me from going to college about 6 to 8 years. Michigan State is one of the best schools for veterinarians. I hope to obtain for scholarships because I want to make sure I get the education I need. It is important that a veterinarian is well trained to take care of the health of animals and teach the owners how to take care of their pets. My desire in practice will be companion animals. Home pets are companion animals such as cats, dogs, and birds. A veterinarian does surgery, gives shots, and medication to animals. I did my research from a book called How to Be a Veterinarian. It gave many jobs veterinarians do. I also got more information from the internet. When I grow up, I will be a veterinarian. Those are all reasons why I want to be a veterinarian. School and animals, because I know I'll work hard and be a good doctor. Thank you.
When I grow up, I want to be a veterinarian. I want to do this because I like to help animals. Helping animals makes me feel good. Dr. Mike, my dog's veterinarian, has made me think about this career because he loves animals like I do. In order to be a veterinarian, I will have to go to college 4 years to get my bachelor's degree, then 4 more years of veterinarian school. When in veterinarian school, I will have to study hard. There will be many math and science classes. As a veterinarian, I will do surgery on animals and use some of the tools that medical doctors use. My mentor is Dr. Mike because he helps calm my dog Buddy, so he is not so scared when we take him to the vet. I chose my career as a veterinarian because I like to help animals. The sources I used are Career-Rama, Community Helpers, Veterinarians, Veterinarians Help Animals, and veterinarian. I want to be a veterinarian.
Good morning, class. Hang up your coats, sit down, and start on your addition sheet on your desk. Hello, my name is Catherine Gatz. When I grow up, I'd like to be a teacher. A teacher helps kids learn how to read, write, and do math. I want to be a teacher because I am dependable, responsible, organized, and I love working with children. As a teacher, I'll have to finish high school, college, and be a student teacher. I'll have to get a 4-year bachelor's degree and a 1-year master's degree. I'll take the state test and get a teacher's certificate. I'll go to Central Michigan University. My subjects I'll most likely be studying are math, reading, and writing. I'll need patience and knowledge about how kids learn. I want to do this career because I love working with children and I think I'll like it. My role model is Catherine Domer. She was my first grade teacher. She has inspired me in her teacher skills. I chose her because she is very nice, kind, and a generous person. Miss Domer has lots of patience too. Can you imagine teaching 20 or more first graders how to read for the very first time?
How many times do you think Miss Domer's heard someone read Amelia Bedelia, Margaret Hillard, or Curious George? Well, fortunately, Miss Domer's still teaching curious first graders how to read. Miss Domer's taught hundreds of children in the Port Huron area. She has the qualities that make a great teacher, like hard work, patience, and understanding. These are some of the great keys to teaching. You have to love teaching, too. I think I'm going to be good at this career because I love teaching children also. One of the greatest qualities I want to teach children is independent thinking and believing in themselves. So each time my student writes a story, does a math problem, or gives a speech, I want them to believe in themselves. Ring, ring, ring. Well, class, that's the bell. But before you go, please remember the main idea for today's class. If you dream it, you can achieve it. Now, please get your coats and have a great day.
5 seconds left. Andrew John, have the book. He shoots. Oh, hello. My name is Andrew John. My dream career is to become a professional hockey player. This way, I can have fun and entertain people while I'm working. I have been playing hockey for 6 years. Currently, I play left wing for Port Huron Travel Hockey Team. I will continue to improve my playing skills by working hard, exercising, eating healthy, and going to hockey training camps. There is a lot of great hockey players that I admire, but my all-time favorite would be Gordie Howe, because he is one of the greatest hockey players, and he set many records, like being the National Hockey League's MVP 6 times and winning 4 Stanley Cups. The team I would like to play for would be the Detroit Red Wings, because they're my favorite team, and they have an excellent hockey club. I don't think there's any schooling required to be a professional hockey player, but I at least want to get a college degree so I have something to fall back on. I'll be cool and stay in school. Now, back to my dream. Andrew Judd has the puck. He shoots. He scores. They won the Stanley Cup in overtime.
Hi, my name is Shakara Croft, and when I grow up, I would like to be a doctor. To achieve that goal, I would have to take a lot of medical classes such as anatomy, which is the study of the human body, chemistry, biology, algebra, and English. The kind of doctor I would like to be is a pediatrician. A pediatrician is a person who takes care of infants and children. To become good at it, I must first graduate from medical school. The people who inspired me to want to be a doctor were my pediatrician, Dr. Hawley, and my analyzer who just graduated from medical school. Pediatricians are trained to recognize birth defects and to treat them when possible. Pediatricians must also handle a lot of infectious diseases that are most often seen in childhood. Many of these diseases can be prevented by shots, which is the responsibility of the pediatrician. Pediatricians also monitor the normal growth and development of a child. In order to become a pediatrician, I must first pass a state board test. But in high school, I can volunteer at a hospital in the pediatric department. My advisor says I can learn more about being a doctor by reading about them. During the summer, when I'm old enough to work, my job should have something to do with medicine. That will help me a whole lot. If I do that, then when I become a pediatrician, the signing of prescription part will be easy, and I will get familiar with all the diseases that infect infants and children. Thank you.
Okay. Blue Sky 747, taxi to runway 28, right? This is Blue Sky 747, taxiing to runway 28, right? Blue Sky 747, rolling. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your pilot speaking. Welcome aboard Blue Skies Flight 747. We are on our way to Sarasota, Florida. Our ETA is approximately 4:48 p.m. Please sit back and enjoy the flight. As you can guess, my dream career is to become an airline pilot. I have been interested in becoming an airline pilot since I was 5 years old when I went to Florida to visit my family. I had found out how to become an airline pilot for Delta Airlines. You must be at least 21 years old, have a current first-class medical certificate, an ATP or MEL instrument rating, have a minimum of 1,200 hours of total flying time, and have a 4-year degree from an accredited college. My role model is John Glenn. You may know him as an astronaut. In fact, the first American astronaut to orbit Earth. He also was a pilot in the U.S. Marine Corps in World War II. To achieve my dream, I plan to continue to study hard so I will be accepted at a college with an aviation program. I have discovered that there is an aviation program at Western Michigan University and University of Michigan, which are both colleges that I am interested in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are making our final descent to Sarasota, Florida. We should be landing in approximately 15 minutes. The skies are sunny and the temperature is 80 degrees. Thank you for flying blue skies.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Scheidel. I'm in 4th grade in Mrs. Emery's class at Indian Woods Elementary School. The role model I look up to is Robin Williams. I want to be a comedian and actor when I grow up. I like to make people laugh, and if someone is unhappy, I like to cheer them up. Robin Williams worked hard to get where he is today. He went to 2 colleges and 1 school called Juilliard School in New York City. I want to take drama and acting classes and get a bachelor degree from Juilliard School. I don't want to be the type of comedian that runs into things or uses bad language. I want to be the kind of comedian that is friendly and won't make people uncomfortable with what I say. I want to be involved in acting and drama classes and plays. I've had a speaking part in 3 plays, and I've really enjoyed it at church. I was also the big bad wolf at my school, and I also enjoyed that too. I will need to take acting and drama classes and learn to be a good actor and comedian. If you want to know more about Robin Williams and Juilliard School, I looked in the encyclopedia in Carta 96, and you can look there too, but not at my house.
You all had a great audience today. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jessica Preston. I don't think the important part of a book is the plot, the characters, or even how many pictures there are, or pages there are. I hope you get the picture. Good. It's the pictures, of course. That's why I want to be an illustrator when I grow up. I have a very interesting role model. I'm sure you've all heard of him. He wrote the famous book called Captain Underpants. His name is Dave Pilkey. If I want to get ready for my career at an early age, I'll have to practice and learn how to draw animals and monsters and superheroes just like Dave Pilkey did when he was a young boy. Also, to help me get ready for my career, there is a contest called National Written and Illustrated. So I only have to be about 10 years old to pursue my chosen career. I'm going to need a lot of education for my career as an illustrator. I'm going to have to go to university majoring in art. It takes a lot to become an illustrator. That's okay. I don't think I'm going to change my mind.
Five, six, seven, 8, action! Have you ever seen a big Broadway play with beautiful costumes, lovely makeup, great actors, and wonderful dances? Well, the person who makes up those wonderful dances is called a choreographer. Hi, I'm Allison Zed, and when I grow up, I want to be a choreographer. I want to be a choreographer because I like dancing and acting. And a choreographer works with both by making up dances for plays, movies, and sometimes TV shows. To be a choreographer, I will have to be a well-trained dancer. In college, I will have to study dance, music, acting, and choreography. I will probably start on a small musical and work my way up to larger productions. I've had experience with choreographers, like last summer when I was in the Port Huron Civic Theater's production of Annie. I've also been in the Nutcracker for 5 years, and presently I'm an understudy for the design musical. I picked Jerry Schultz for my role model. She's my lovely ballet teacher and also the choreographer of the well-known Nutcracker Ballet, which performs at McMorran every December. Jerry is very creative. When she dances, it's almost like she is telling a story with a terrific moves. I hope someday, whether it's soon or later, I will be a choreographer for a famous play, musical, or a blockbuster movie. As they say in show business, break a leg.
Wait, Tyler Slyford, I'm in 4th grade and I go to Garfield Elementary in Port Huron.
Looks tasty, but I think it needs more oregano and maybe another dash of pepper.
It's still missing something.
Oh, hi there. I didn't know you were there. My name is Chef Tyler, and I go to Garfield Elementary School in Port Huron. As you may have already guessed, I want to be a chef when I grow up. My role model is Wolfgang Puck, chef for the stars, as they say. He has cooked for many famous and interesting people. I would like to be a chef because I like to cook. I like to cook all kinds of dishes and invent new foods, like my chili disease, a big hit at my house. I plan to go to college and culinary school and take math courses because different recipes call for a different amount of I would take math courses because recipes call for different measurements from a teaspoon of this to a pound of that. I will also cook and experiment with spices as often as I can. This is what I plan to do to achieve my career goal. The reason I want to be a chef is because I like to cook whatever I can, and I make a mean grilled cheese sandwich. Just ask my sister Megan. Oh, I know what is missing. Basil. Just a pinch would do the trick. That smells good. Would you care to try some?
How about a round of applause? Well, the judges are working. There are two things that I noticed that really impressed me. I recall when we first started out that there were probably only 2 or 3 different categories in all of the speeches. I counted no less than 11 for the 5th grade and 10 for the 4th grade. What a wonderful thing and how far we've come through the efforts of the teachers and the parents and the students and the building principals to make career education such a viable part of the curriculum. But what a wonderful way to put reading, writing, speaking, research, and language arts, English in general, all together. I can't think of a better test than to do something like this. Keep in mind that we estimate there were about 1,800 students altogether that were involved in this, and this is the cream of the crop. So once again, congratulations. Another thing that I was really impressed with, and it's the first time that I've noticed it to any significant degree, is the fact that students applauded for other students. And I think maybe as adults, there's a lesson in that for us as well. We're going to take a short 5-minute break and then ask you to come back, and then we will announce the winners of this particular contest. Thank you very much. Would the following 5th graders please come forward? Abby Bates, Jenna Wiley, and Karen Armstead. Pretty good looking group. The third place winner is Jenna Wiley. We need a drum for a drum roll. Second place, Abby Bates. And our first place winner is Krista Armstead. Krista, could you come over here for a minute? I just have to show you what this little bear does. She also receives a trophy which the school can keep for a full year. Push that button right there. Now this is going to be unusual because for the first time ever, and you must always be prepared for the first time, we have more than one winner at a particular category. So we're going to be calling 4 people up, and the 4 people are Allison Twing, Michelle Charlotte, Catherine Getz, and Patrick K. from Kimball. Michael? Sorry about that. The 2 third-place winners, if they would come forward here, Mrs. Jones, are Patrick and Michelle. Michael, excuse me. We will make sure that each of them is taken care of appropriately. And second place, Catherine Getz. Allison Twain from Thomas Edison is our first place. Judges, would you please stand? We want to give you another round of applause. It was a very, very tough job, as you can see. Once again, thank you to the students, the parents, the teachers, the principals, and to the City Council and the administration here for the City of Port Huron for allowing us to use this wonderful facility, to McDonald's, and to the Board of Education for allowing us to participate. This concludes our ceremony and speech contest, and we hope that we'll see you again next year. Thank you very much.